Hey there, if you follow us here at 5Market Realty on our YouTube channel or on our website, you know that this time of year, we do a weekly prediction contest for the Georgia football games. We basically, the winner who has the closest prediction each week will get a gift card to a local Athens business. Sometimes we'll have a winner out of town and we might do something in one of those communities. But if you're interested in following us for this or Athens Area Real Estate, because we do videos on our new listings, market updates as well, be sure to click subscribe. But this video is all about the Georgia-Florida prediction contest. It is Monday of Georgia-Florida week, and it's a big game. So this week is a short week for me. I'm doing this first thing on Monday morning to go ahead and get the rest of the work. I will be heading down there. So looking forward to that trip. Now, if you're around the stadium, there will be a 5Market tent that'll be down there, but I will not be under it. I'm going to stay safely in the confines of the state of Georgia. But you will probably run into Jeb down there. If you see anybody, feel free to stop by. There will be a tent where some people will be tailgating. But this game's going to be a big one. I mean, this is always the biggest rivalry. I grew up in South Georgia. The Gators are number one on my, opponent list to hate as a Georgia fan. I remember some really tough losses, some really big wins. I remember 1997, I was still in high school. That win with the Jim Donnan team, I can tell you almost everything that went on that day. My parents may have been out of town and I might have had people at the house. But then there was another one on the flip side. When I was in college, I'd kind of figured out that maybe I was an away game jinx. My friends joke with me about it because it's like I believe I'm the center of the universe. But I'd figured out that I'd been to Nashville, Columbia, Lexington, Kentucky, Auburn, Alabama, Starkville, Mississippi. Everywhere that I'd been that wasn't a bowl game, Georgia had lost. Now, that might have had something to do with the era that I was traveling as a Georgia fan. But after losing to South Carolina in 1998, I quit going to road trips. And then in 2002, Georgia had a really good team, and I wasn't going to go to the Georgia-Florida game in the last minute. I jumped in my car and I went to Jacksonville with friends. It was a fun trip with lots of stories, but that was a heartbreaking loss. And I won't name names, but I had to walk out of the stadium with one of my college-age friends who had snuck liquor into the game, and the liquor had burst in his pants, and it went all the way down both legs. So we're walking out of the stadium, and my friend looks as if he's had an accident in the stadium when, in fact, he had just spilled a bunch of liquor down the front of his britches. Not only did we have our tails tucked between our legs for losing, that was just a bad trip. So I have a lot of disdain for the Florida Gators, but just wanted to share that with you. But this game now looks completely different because of Brock Bowers. It looks different in the schedule. Let's look at this. Finally, what's in the background here? Georgia, Florida. Florida's a good team. They have 2 losses to legit opponents. How good is Missouri? I mean, the end of our schedule now looks like it could be one of the hardest in the country, when at the beginning of the season it looked like it was supposed to be a cakewalk. Ole Miss coming to town. Ole Miss is a good team. We got to go to Tennessee. I know they lost to Alabama, but they're a good team. And then you got your hated rival in Tech. So this last month, I mean, Georgia could easily lose at least one game, maybe 2. I hate to say that. And I think it could happen, but I'm going to wait to hold that prediction until what I see the team look like this week, because they've now had 2 weeks without Brock Bowers. This schedule is going to be hard with Brock Bowers or without him. So I'm kind of thinking this game is going to be a little bit of a dogfight. It's going to be close. It might be something like, I'm not making my official prediction, but let's call it 31-27, something pretty close. And now if Georgia comes out and they really punch Florida in the mouth and they have a great game plan and they look really good, I'm going to feel a lot better about Missouri, Mississippi, and Tennessee. But keep in mind, Missouri, which looms ahead, they have a bye week this week. So all they're thinking is Georgia Bulldogs, and our team has to think about the Florida Gators. So this week, go Dogs. If you're heading down to Jacksonville, look for our tent down outside the stadium, or maybe we'll see you around St. Simon somewhere. Have a great week. Send us your prediction. Info@5M Realty, not my personal email, and info@5M Realty, or click the link below if you're on our website. Go Dogs. Have a great week, and Gators eat boogers.